annual live event technical production conference took place this weekend in Johannesburg. Event technical production and performance sector professionals with skills development and educational professionals came together to exchange information and to discuss current and future matters concerning live events and technical production sectors. In the midst of the fourth industrial revolution, this event plays a pivotal role in affording attendees the opportunity to learn and develop their skills within the technical production sector. While joining us to tell us more about what transpired at the event is the South African Roadies Association President, Freddie, Nyathela, as well as Carl Golembeski, who is a renowned sound artist, a vocal FX engineer and music producer. Gents, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming.
Hi.
Thank you.
President, let me start with you. Won't you quickly take us through what the event was all about, and what are some of the key conversations and discussions that became a part of this event?
No, the event is all about people from the sector, including the educational sector, coming together to share information and knowledge on issues of health and safety, education, skills development, etc.
And Carl, why do you think this event continues to attract the thousands of people that it does? And why is it so important for the sector to get together to discuss sort of these things that really influence and have an impact on the industry as a whole?
More important, I think, is the level of care that he has for the children and the people here and the culture and preserving the heritage. These are big topics there. And there are technical aspects of that, to do it with value, to do it with care. And there's a deep, deep level of care for what they're doing. And I think that's the most attractive thing, is the level of care going on there.
Sure. And you don't often see that in industry.
No.
Yeah. Especially where it's like dog eat dog, you know,
Yes.
we all want a big piece of the pie.
Yeah.
How do we encourage people, though, to have that care and to be willing and open to sharing skills, to sharing knowledge, and to nurturing the young talent that is coming into this industry, hoping to make a more difference?
I think we have to be a bit fulfilled in who we are and then come from a place of love and care. You know, that's what love does. Love takes care.
Yeah.
So you have a love for your art, you have a love for your craft, you have a love for your culture, your heritage. So you take care of it because our values lie there.
But Freddie, let's talk about just, I mean, you're the president of the South African Roadies Association, and what has been your role in terms of training and career development in this industry, making sure that young people have opportunities and that they can access those opportunities?
That's the most critical point, creating opportunities for young people. And this sector has enormous opportunities for young people, especially when it comes also to job creation, because the skills are like broad. We're talking sound technicians, lighting technicians, video technician, production managers, tour managers, and the skills are not only relegated, they cut across. They're not only relegated to entertainment only. Even in parliament, legislatures, we have audiovisual equipment. It needs people who will operate it, maintain it. In short, behind every piece of new technology, there has to be someone to make it work. So the most important thing is to create opportunities for our young people, because that's what they need. Just to give them some wings so that they can fly on their own, so that they cannot bother us.
Absolutely, because the Freddies at some point will retire and will need other people to take up the reins.
Absolutely.
Carl, let's talk about just the opportunities that you've had in terms of the work that you do. You've worked with some amazing producers, sound engineers, you've trained a lot of people. What was your role at this conference?
To speak. To speak and connect. It was 12 years ago I met Freddie, and it was a really life-changing moment for me. You know, these children, having to kind of fight for them because of the divisiveness of the industry and the racism that still exists there. And we had to kind of fight to teach these children. And then they taught me this word Ubuntu.
Yes.
And them teaching me that changed the way I behave in the world and my pursuits in the world, and understanding the value of each other and how much we have to, it's important that we teach each other and that we're all a part of each other.
And do you think enough is being done by the sector itself, government and other role players and stakeholders to give back and to boost this industry?
I think maybe now you have a good indicator. He has some good people in the departments working with him that really, they care. And it seems like the history of this is that they didn't care, and they made hurdles and things to make it more difficult so that it would take longer, and they have policies and these things, but sometimes government doesn't want to assist the people, you know? Sometimes they just want to extract and make money.
Freddie, let's talk about, you know, the big D, digital. Technical, I mean, it's really having a big impact in how, number one, we produce content, or how, you know, consumers consume content that we put out, and it's obviously going to have an impact on the industry. How is this digital, you know, world affecting you guys?
Absolutely, but if the digital, you're talking about digital economy, industrial, fourth industrial revolution, but these skills are the pillars of those industries, meaning technicians are the ones who are going to drive those industries. But without technical skills, nothing will happen. That's why it's important that we empower our young people with these technical skills, because they'll also not only be they'll be also be able to create their own employment and employ others.
And they can actually find the gaps in terms of how technology can assist to make the industry better.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
But Freddie, Carl, it's been such a pleasure having both of you here in studio. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Pleasure.
That was Carl Golembeski and Freddie Nyathela speaking to us about the 5th annual live event technical production conference, which took place in Johannesburg these past few days. It's time for us to go for a quick ad break. Do stay with us. We'll be back.